What's up, YouTube? We're going to talk about how I think the DGA Breaker is actually a more accurate and better Luna. Now, what do I mean by that? What I mean is these two discs have the exact same flight numbers of 3303, but the Breaker is actually the one that those numbers are accurate for. So I'm going to play a few holes with the Breaker, and I'm going to get some good flights on hyzer, flat, and anhyzer so we can see how it flies. But this is not going to be a comparison video. This is just fully focused on the DGA Breaker and why I think it's actually a better Luna. All right, let's take a look at the DGA Breaker. First off, you can tell it has a very flat top with no dome. Then, looking at the rim, it's got a bead with a shallow rim that fits great in the hand. Let's see how it flies on hyzer. You can tell that it just pushes and holds that hyzer all the way to the end of the flight. Moving on to a flat throw, you can tell that the disc just wants to push flat for a very long time before fading out very strongly at the end of the flight. Then lastly, on anhyzer, you can tell that it holds the anhyzer for the majority of the flight, but still has a strong fade at the very end. All right, I just got through throwing this in the field. About to test it out on a few holes. I'm gonna try to get like a good forehand hole with it, backhand anhyzer, hyzer flat, maybe play like 4 holes. It's super windy and a little bit colder than I thought it was gonna be out here. So I don't really want to be out here long if I'm being honest. All right, let's get into the first one. Like 200 feet, a little bit uphill on an island. I'm just going to do a basic hyzer shot and try to stick the island. Should be good. Ooh. I mean, it was good, even though it hit a tree. This is not a comparison video between the Breaker and the Luna. The only reason I even bring the Luna into the picture with this is because the flight numbers are the exact same. We all know with the Luna, it says 3303, but it's not actually that overstable of a throwing putter. But I think I found the disc that actually is the perfect 3303 disc, and it's made by the same company, sorta. That would have been a perfect shot, but it hit this tree. I feel like that's the story of every disc golfer's life. Nope. There's nothing worse than putting when it's cold and windy and you can't feel your hands. All right, this next hole is about a 190-foot forehand hole. I hope this showcases the torque resistance of this disc really well, but honestly, I can't really feel my hands, so it's really tough to grip the disc right now. You could tell it still handled a forehand. All right, we went out right beside the basket. Par. Oh boy. I'm leaving my phone falling while recording in the video on purpose, just so y'all know how horrible the wind is today. I was gonna film another video too, but it's too much. All right, last hole we're gonna play here. Try to throw flat to maybe a slight flex shot, and just to see if we can get it all the way down there. There's a lot of swirling wind. I think I found a break in it finally. Let's see how it goes. Whew, it better come out of it. Now, I will say there's a little bit of a left to right wind, but it still had enough integrity to not get completely pushed out of the way. I really think that's the reason why, in my opinion, this disc is the better Luna, because there's no way that I could ever trust one of my Big Z Lunas in any kind of wind, much less a constant like 14-mile-an-hour wind gusting to 30 miles an hour. Where I think this disc is, if anything, a more accurate flight number Luna. And they're not meant to fly the same. I get that. But I've never understood why the Luna has a 0.3 fade on it. The reality of it is the Luna is actually like an understable throwing putter. And it definitely goes further than this disc, but I don't think it's quite as useful as this disc. All right, the wind pushed it all the way over here. Pretty much pin high, but just very much to the right. There's nothing worse than trying to putt with a hand that is like numb. Not that I'm the best putter with warm hands, but cold hands doesn't make it any better. All right, that's all I can take. It's cold, can't feel my hands anymore. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hopefully you can see that the DGA Breaker is, in my opinion, a better Luna. It definitely has more accurate flight numbers. Exciting things coming up on the channel. Collaborating with the company now. There's some discs on the way. We're gonna do like a 3 or 4 video series that ends in a giveaway for y'all. Well, ends in a giveaway if I can't beat a certain score. But either way, super excited about that. So make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, all of those things, if you want to keep up with that, what that's going to look like. As always, thank y'all so much for the support. It's been awesome so far, just a couple of months into the channel, and we're almost to that 500 subscribers mark. Hopefully we can get up to like 1,000 sometime soon. Honestly, just see where it goes. I'm not doing these videos or this channel to try to make a living out of it. I'm just doing this because I think it's fun and it recharges me a lot. And as always, stay snappy. I love y'all. Subscribe to all of the YouTube things. There's some great things coming. I can't wait for some of the content that's about to come out. And honestly, I can't wait to see where the channel grows. So thank y'all so much for the support. The Breaker is the better Luna.